Kiss, and with us this morning is date coach Kaidan Tay.
Yeah.
With more dating advice. So if you have any questions, you can send them in via our SMS hotline 971-70-920. So Kaidan,
Hi, good morning.
morning. You're here to tell us about how to make good decisions about the guys you are dating.
That's right.
Meaning what? Decide to continue going out with them or not? is
Yes,
it?
let's say you have two guys going after you. Which
Yeah.
one should you pick?
Oh, good idea.
Okay.
Or
Yep.
if you only have one guy going after you, should you pick him?
Yes.
Or, try...
Is the
try
guy
Spend
worth
your
it?
time.
Is he
Yes.
a good guy?
Yes, or should you continue to stay with him?
Okay.
So I've had a lot of girls, a lot of clients who have this problem as well. And they base whether they should pick this guy, whether he's rich or whether... I've got a lot of girls where there are two guys chasing after them and they choose the one who's chasing them more aggressively.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So is that more heart or head? I mean, when girls make a decision, is it usually more heart
convenience.
or head?
But wait.
It's
Yeah,
convenience.
it's like, I like guy A, but guy B keeps asking me out, keeps holding my
Wait,
hand.
isn't this good news for guys, though? That means that if you just try a bit
Persistence?
harder, then maybe you have a better shot.
Of course.
So for guys, it's good. To be
It may not be convenience, but I think you kind of feel touched because you think this person
Is
is
trying so
really,
hard.
is trying so
Yeah.
hard. And being in Asians, we sometimes feel a bit bad.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
sometimes you oblige,
this
right?
Bad, this feeling bad, obliging. Exactly.
The local term, paise, paise.
No.
I say, okay, I'll be your girlfriend.
I've been there, and it's not a good idea.
Yes.
Right. Especially when you're younger and you've not really come into yourself yet. You
Yeah.
may not know how to reject somebody and you feel bad.
There you
Yes.
go.
And that's the thing. Never go out with somebody because you feel bad for him.
That's true. That's true. Good one.
A pity marriage.
It's terrible.
So what you seem to be also saying is that sometimes you should choose the guy who doesn't seem to be trying as hard.
No.
No?
What I'm trying to say is you should make a decision based on other factors.
Yes.
Oh, okay,
All right?
okay.
Okay, so the first one is a lot of girls say they want to go out with guys, get to know him better. But when I realize, when I ask them, what are you trying to know? They can't tell me.
Right.
All right. And this is an exercise that I do a lot in my workshops, is to get to know yourself better. What are you looking for
okay.
from a relationship? And how do you find out, if he has these qualities?
Right.
Okay.
All right, take a very simple example. A lot of girls like guys that are caring.
Right.
Okay? So I asked the girl, how do you know he's caring? I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
There's no
Criteria, benchmark.
criteria. Yeah, benchmark. It's just, I will know he's caring when he's caring.
Right.
It's very vague.
It's very,
Very
vague.
vague, yeah.
Exactly. And I take a long time with my clients to try and figure out what does caring means to you. When have you seen it in your life before?
Yeah.
Yep.
And because caring to different people means different things.
That's right.
Yeah.
For some, it's like, coming to visit me when I'm sick. For some, it's like buying lunch for me when I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's different things.
That's true.
That's
you have to
true.
figure
Different
it out.
love languages, right? So you show
Exactly.
love in the way that you receive.
Exactly.
So they could vary.
Yes. So you need to figure out. So the important thing, it's not trying to know him better. It's trying to know yourself better.
Know thyself.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yes.
That's very important, I think.
So once you figure out what really rocks your boat, what gets you liking this person,
Yep.
it's super easy.
Yeah.
And it's super obvious whether this guy makes the cut or not.
That's
Right.
I think, Kai, this could be the wisest words you've ever offered on the show. No, you know what I mean? You have to know your own taste. You have to know what
You know
like.
yourself first.
You know yourself first.
Before you can pick the right person
And then
for
it will
you.
be, like Kai said, then it will be blindingly obvious what sort of person you should be with once you know
Okay.
yourself.
Any tips on how you should do this self-reflection?
Okay, so the first one is I have two circles. The first one is what you want. Right, so I want things that's caring. So I give them 5 options. Okay, caring, kind.
It's like a little bit of an exercise, and you can have a little
Yes.
bit of fun as well.
Yeah.
Yes,
Take out pen
exactly.
and paper, write it down.
Yes, exactly.
And
Write
really
it down.
Put thought into it.
And that's the most important. Put thought into it.
Be specific.
Frankly speaking, the reason that I can be a date coach is because nobody wants to think. My job
Yes,
is to
yes,
make
yes.
them think. think.
Like break it down for them.
You got that right, Kaiden.
If
Nobody
people-
likes to think, right?
Yeah,
It's
if
true.
people think I'm out of job.
No, but it's true. You know how a lot of people jump in and out of relationships, and then they keep saying, "Oh, I always end up dating the same kind of person, same type of
Exactly.
person, right?" And the reason is because they never think,
Yeah.
and then they jump into the next one, and then they break up, and then jump into the next one.
Yes,
but
and
they've
they go-
never really sat down and think like, "Do I really want that?
Exactly.
What do I want that is different in my next relationship?"
You know
right?
what I kind of the guys I hate are the guys who are like cute enough. And there's nothing special about them. They're mediocre in every aspect of their life. They're not even super handsome. They're just cute enough. And a lot of times girls will just end up with a guy like that because he's cute enough and there's nothing else going on. And then 10 years later she's bored out of her mind. Do you know what I'm saying? Does this make any sense? I see this happening. Like a girl will show you a picture of the guy. Like we know people who've showed us pictures of the guys.
And Jason is never kind with these cute enough
And
guys.
it's like, he's cute enough, but you know what I mean?
That's all.
Start expanding your horizons, looking for somebody who stands out in a way, somebody who can keep you sort of, entertained throughout your whole life and keep you, happy.
Well, we're going to come back with more from date coach Kaiden Tay on how to make good decisions about the guy or guys that you are dating, how to choose better and choose well, yeah? If you have any questions, meanwhile, you can text us at 971709020 or better yet, give us a call, 669-109020. Here's Carly Rae Jepsen and This Kiss on Kiss 92. Don't miss this one if you want to be kissed like you deserve. And we've got date coach Kaiden Tay with us on how to make a good decision about the person that you're dating, choosing your life partner.
That's right.
And you're saying one very important thing is to know yourself.
That's right.
What do you really, really want, right?
Yes. So be specific about what you want. So what we did just now during the song, we had an exercise with all the DJs as well as Celeste.
Yeah.
They had one characteristic that they wanted, and they also picked out a person in their life.
Normally you choose more than one, right?
Yeah, normally
Okay,
choose more than one. I give them about 4 or 5.
4 or 5.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
you have to sit down and then really think about what you want, the kind of mate you want,
That's
and then
right.
write it down and be specific, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so shall we start with
Okay, I can go first. Okay, what I put...
He's put a lot of thought into this.
I do. I think a lot about myself.
Not really.
And what I like.
all right.
My number one characteristic I look for is not jealous.
Okay.
Because I've been in a relationship with a very jealous person, and it was a living hell.
Okay.
So I said, I'm using my own wife as an example, and I knew she wasn't jealous because we'd go to Orchard Road and look at chicks together.
All right. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like
You know
she
when you-
allows you to look at other girls
Yeah.
and comment on.
And she'd look
How
at them.
they
So
look
we'd go
and-
and like people watch. You know when you're young and you got nowhere to go, we just hang out at Orchard Road, and she'd say, "Oh, look at that girl," or whatever, and we'd have. It's just like part of our fun in our relationship.
Okay.
So that's how I knew she was not jealous and very chill, and we've had a great relationship.
Excellent.
There you go.
All right, very nice. So just to add on to that, instead of saying not something, you can say she is something.
Well, the word I actually used for what she is sane.
Basically, not psycho.
Yeah.
She's my first non-psycho relationship.
That's
So that's how I knew I wanted to marry her.
Okay.
congratulations. All right. Next we have Celeste.
I actually put loving, and then
Alright.
I kind of annotated like he gotta love his family.
Okay, see, very
yeah.
different.
So I'm thinking like my granddad lah. It's a bit far off, but then he puts his family first all the time, and I just feel like that sets like a very good foundation for
So
like
you wanna-
our love and stuff.
So you want a partner who's like your granddad.
No, not like my granddad, but loves the family the
Okay.
way.
Yeah.
You
So-
like older guys, huh?
Oh, that's not my point.
Okay. Wait.
I
This,
get your
this
point.
is important. All right. So Celeste, you said like your granddad puts the family first.
Yeah.
So I think if you're in my class, I'll ask you, when were the times that you felt he put his family first? You know, was it when there was a decision to be made? He could go overseas for a job. He decided to stay in Singapore. Was it? He bought food back for the family, although he was poor. What? So you need to think about this. Like, what were the specific things he did that made you feel, wow, you put your family first? All right. So that's
Yeah.
why it's important.
Because you could end up with a guy who puts his family first, basically the kids, and you're last.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
exactly.
And you may not want that that as well. You know what
so
I'm saying?
you know,
And it
actually, you
happens
don't
a
want
lot.
loving, you want putting your family first. And putting your family first means different things
Yep.
to different people.
Okay, me first, then the kids. Okay.
Yes, yes,
All
yes.
right. So you see, that's important.
Now you're talking.
Yeah, now you're talking. That's important to realize.
So what you should say is a guy who puts me on a pedestal and loves
Maddie,
our kids too.
You're making this about you. This is what Celeste wants.
That's, I'm sure that's what she wants, right?
Yeah,
Celeste.
yeah, that's exactly.
What's wrong with a guy who puts you on a pedestal?
She's saying she wants
I love
family,
it.
and you're saying you want to be put on a pedestal. It's two different things.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm teaching her.
Maddie really loves being on pedestals.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
No,
we,
I think
we know her criteria.
no, I think a husband should adore his wife,
I-
and a wife who feels adored is an amazing supportive
I
wife,
totally agree with
right?
you. I
When
totally
you feel
agree.
that, it's more than just love. Like, yeah, honey, I love you. It's
Yeah.
very easy to say, you know.
Yep.
But when a husband adores a wife,
Yeah.
showers her with love, with things that she likes, who really goes out of the way to make her happy, I'm telling you, a woman blossoms.
So is that what you put on your list?
Yeah. No. Actually, what I put on the list, and that was before I found my husband, was a guy I can count on.
All right.
Because I've dated very irresponsible guys. As you
Yeah.
know, there are a lot of people who just say it and never do it.
That's right.
So it became really, really important to me to have a guy who means what he says and actually does what he says.
Yeah.
You know, especially when you have kids together. It's very
Right.
easy for a guy to say, oh yeah, I'll send you money, I'll pay for the school fees, and then he never does. And then you have
Right.
to chase. I don't want to chase.
Yeah.
You be a man.
Yeah.
You know, things like
so a
that is
guy
very
who,
important.
His word is his bond.
That's right.
Oh.
I like
Someone you
that,
can
Maddie.
count on.
Okay. I like
very,
that.
very important
Yep.
for a
Yep.
man,
Okay.
right?
And you
That's
can
the way
see
it
this from
was.
small
Yeah.
things.
Yep.
From the time he says he will come for the date.
Yeah.
You know, small
He says-
things.
Basically keeping his promises.
Yes,
Yeah, right. Yeah.
you know, simple things like
Yeah.
he says that he's going to meet your parents is the very
Yep.
first time, and they don't show up. I mean, do you really want to go out with
Yeah.
this man?
That's
No,
right.
never ever.
Okay.
That's right.
I admire you for that. Very,
Yeah.
very good
All
point.
right.
Yeah, I like that.
What about you,
Well,
Arnold?
I put down hot at first.
All right. That's important.
But you know, I mean, in all honesty, it's on my list, but it's not the most important. I think for me, it has to be lively and smart.
Okay.
You know, I wanted someone who can kind of like sit down with you. You can have a lively conversation with, a debate with, you know, and kind of like
The opposite of you?
I was going to say, I think he overdid it with Deb.
You think I've been shouted down?
But
we
you know,
love you,
you can
Deb.
see it because she's very you can
Yeah,
see
she's
it.
very
All our
lively.
spouses, we got what we
She
wanted
is.
because Deb is very smart, very lively,
Yep.
and very.
She exceeded your expectations.
She exceeded your expectations.
I guess
Which
so.
is
You could
great.
say that.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know. So you feel I guess it kind of completes where I lack. I
Yep.
suppose in some ways.
Yeah.
I'm the quieter one, and she kind of fills the gaps. You know?
Yeah, that's right.
For sure.
Yeah.
I think this is very useful and hopefully it has helped you and encourage you to sit down and actually make a list because I actually did that before my husband showed up.
You're
Really?
kidding.
No,
Wow.
yeah. I mean, after like 10 years of dating wrong
See,
guys.
something changed.
You know, you
after
get
that.
desperate after a while, desperate
Yes.
to find the right guy.
Yes.
So after a while, I'm like, you know what? It's the right one or never again.
Well, you can see it worked out for you, Maddie.
Yeah, it did. So
Yeah.
I actually did sit down. I sat down my daughter. I was a single mom, right? So I actually had to sit down my daughter because it's important that she liked him too.
That's amazing.
So we did the list together, and then he came along, and I can say that he met every
It's so
single
funny.
criteria.
He actually gets along with your
My
daughter,
eldest daughter,
better
yeah.
than his
So
own
it's a dream.
daughter.
So sometimes I suppose you have to put it out there, and you have to really take the time to sit down, think about it. What do you want in your life partner?
Yeah.
And he or she will come along, but be specific.
There you
Hear
go.
that? Yes.
Next week, Kaiden Tay will be back again
Yes.
on how to choose right when it comes to your life partner. Meanwhile, stay tuned. Guess who has pulled out of Top Gear?
Where in the world are you?